Hello. Today we are going to talk to the teacher of all German teachers in Pune, Professor Dilip Rajguru. As he is popularly known, Rajguru Sir, to each one of us. Because he has taught generations of German teachers who are now continuing to develop another generation, so on and so forth. So we are very happy to be here with Professor Dilip Rajguru, and I'm going to ask him certain things to kind of run a flashback of the German teaching in Pune at bachelor's level, which was a major thing to happen, because that was the thing that created many people who went on to do their MAs and MPhils and PhDs. So in a way, we stand on his shoulders. So good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you tell us when did you start learning German?
I started learning German in 1968. Yeah. So, but I had studied chemistry and somehow I had a good job, but I was not happy in that job. And by coincidence, I had a pen friend, a great friend, and she wrote to me in English and half in English, half in German, and I didn't know much German. I had just opted for German in pre-degree science. But in the beginning, I was excited with the idea of learning a foreign language because I have at home tradition of foreign language learning. My brothers had learned different languages, so I thought perhaps why not take German. But in the initial stage, the lectures were interesting, but as it advanced, yeah, I had a lot of difficulties because I was a Marathi medium student and learning science subjects in English and plus German, that created pressure. So I started bunking classes, and as it usually happens, and then I gave up German. Somehow I cleared pre-degree science. Afterwards, I wanted to study medicine, but I couldn't get the Saal I'm desired, missed by some points. So I decided I'll do BSc and then I'll again try for medicine. Learning German a bit because the pen friend started on and off writing something. I couldn't read her letters, so I went to Father Lederle in Sneersedel. And he said, I requested him whether he could translate these letters for me and help me in writing those letters. He helped me thrice. Then he said, how long can I help you? Why don't you learn? I'll teach you. So he started teaching me German on weekends whenever he had time. And that continued for about 5-6 months, and then his work required more time. So he asked me to join Pune University evening course, certificate course. And there he was also teaching. So I had the advantage because Father Lederle knew excellent Marathi. He could speak very good Marathi. So I got a teacher who knew Marathi and who could Einheimische Deutsch sprechen. So more one doesn't require. But a bad student never learns from a good teacher also. Somehow I continued, and then I remember an incident in the certificate examination course. They used to take two students together from Prüfung. And as luck would have it, I got a very clever girl as my partner. And the examiners concentrated on her because she knew she's a good looking and very clever girl. So, and they asked her, was machen Sie jetzt in den Ferien? Ich fahre nach Solapur. Nach Solapur? Warum fahren Sie nach Solapur? Meine Tante wohnt da. But then suddenly they remember there's another gentleman sitting. Fahren Sie nach Kolhapur, Gairaju. नाही, warum nicht? Meine Tante wohnt nicht da. Immediately, somehow I scraped through, I passed. But then again I stopped. I said, I am learning German and halfway I must look for a job. I was looking for a job. I tried different jobs, this and that, and 3 months, 4 months job. But from medical representative to Verkaufsvertreter in a pharmaceutical firm, and somehow nothing attracted me. I can't say I can't work all my life like this. So I said I learned something else. So I decided to do BSc with botany because chemistry, getting MSc in chemistry was as difficult as getting admission to medical courses. So I studied medicine for botany for 6 months, and then the head of the botany department asked me to speak to him. So I thought I must have done something good. So I went to him and he said, Mr. Rajguru, yeah, I think you start looking for a job because botanic is dying here. Yeah. I said, so halfway I was against that, what to do. So I started looking for jobs again. And there was a job for 6 months as a science teacher in one of the good schools in Pune. So I said, this is something I'll go. And I applied for the interview and I got selected. And but unfortunately, the pest had to begin. They said they gave me science subjects, but one class of 10th mathematics. And mathematics has been my permanent enemy. Yeah. So I said, what to do? Something has to be done. So I decided every day I'll prepare three, 4 problems at home, learn them well, and start shooting. Then students might think he is a good teacher. On one day I had forgotten to prepare my problems, which I would have handled in the class. Then they said, why? So I thought, what to do now? I had learned some in the certificate course, some German stories I had learned. So I said, let's translate and tell them. I said, for overall development of personality, literature, science is good. I will tell you today some stories. And all know stories are for class teachers. I mean, school-going children are very interesting. I told them stories, and then at the end of the class they said, don't teach us mathematics, tell us stories only. So this is how I sailed through the lecturer's job, or school lecturer's job, and then I decided what to do now. Again the problem came, what to do, how to earn money. At this age you can't be dependent on your family. Then you are expected to support the family. So I started looking for a job, and through employment exchange I got a call in the chemical firm called Daiichi, because I had studied chemistry. So I went there and they interviewed me. They asked me 5 questions of chemistry. I answered them very, very smartly, but wrong. So they said, we have interviewed so many candidates, all are like you. They don't know anything of chemistry. So you may go, we wish you all the best. So I said, I must try something. How? Without asking a word, how can I go? So I said, may I ask you a question, sir? Yes, go ahead. What is the meaning of Daiichi? So the head of the commission looked at the others and said, you can join next week. Yeah. Because all were equally bad, but you are at least curious and you are not afraid of asking. They have selected you. So this then I thought, my career has to do something with foreign language. Then, yeah, then I'm not going to tell you all the entire thing, news, because I'm writing something on it. Yeah. Yeah, in
wow.
German. So this is just the beginning. I'm taking advantage of your interview, so maybe. So, and then my pen friend's name is Martina. So somehow, uh, because of her, I started learning German. And then the, the job in chemical factory was not so interesting, and I have a very bad concentration, and that job required full concentration because there is always the danger of an accident. So I said I must move out of here. कुछ तो करना चाहिए. I have to do something. And then I read one day advanced German course and German language course of Pune University. And I went there, I took admission and joined directly diploma because I had done pre-degree German. At that time there was diploma and advanced diploma for 2 years. So while working in the chemical factory, I completed that advanced diploma. And at that time, my great professor, the greatest professor, B.B. Kulkarni, he was teaching me, and he said, Rajguru, he never praised anybody too much, or he was always very balanced person. Rajguru, your German is good. Why don't you do MA in German? Because at that time, so the as also today, German and all foreign languages field was dominated by the fair sex. Yeah. So I said, yes, sir, but I am graduate in chemistry, and don't worry, you come tomorrow with me. He took me in his auto rickshaw to university. He talked with the registrar, and I got a special permission. So I'm greatly indebted to him. Because I don't know because of what reasons he took me. Because I had just good. Yeah, I was not extraordinarily good. But he appreciated probably that I am working hard and wanting to learn German. And then I got permission to do MA in German, but externally. 3 years instead of 2 years. And in those days it was very difficult because we didn't have textbooks. There was only one. We had to copy every weekend 10 pages for the next lesson. Handwriting. Cyclostyling was not there. It was just the teacher chalk and so I really envy all my young colleagues. They have to just click, mouse click, and world is at their disposal. So I started learning German, but Professor Damli was also there. They said you can attend whenever it is possible. As Gastführer, but Gastführer, this idea was concept was not there. It was their greatness that they allowed me. So I have started working in the night shift and first shift, and in the evening I started attending because the MA lectures are after 2-3. Whatever I could do, I attended. First year was again disappointing. Somehow I managed 50-53%. But second year again, after gaining this much experience, to my surprise, and to my teacher's credit, I stopped this even as an external student and stood first in MA. After there, my somehow luck changed. But in the meanwhile, while doing MA, every year I used to take 2 months leave and do one intensive course in Mexico. This is how I had completed up to, I don't remember, Gurustupatsa or something like that. But during last year of MA, I decided to give up the job, and I gave it up, concentrating total on German. And I did Oberst in Mecklenburg. slowly, slowly. And there also, I don't know whether I should say all this, but I didn't clear over super. Because this Joran Christine, or I call it horror Christine, see, I couldn't understand anything. The pressure was so much on me. If I don't clear this exam, what will happen? And I didn't clear it, so I was going home. What to do now? Job I had given up. MA I was doing, but last year. And then there was one language, Pak Aptal lecturer at that time. We just crossed each other's way. He said, was ist passiert? Then he suggested kleine Sprachendiplom. At that time it was introduced new, kleine Sprachdiplom. And 3 months preparation I did. I worked very hard. Practically whatever I saw, any sentence I must read by heart. And for the oral examination of Kleine Sprachdiplom, Professor Kulkarni was expected, but this Sprachabteilung writer was also the examiner. Not because of that, but I felt somehow confident and I cleared that exam. And before completing my MA, they declared that at that time there were 2 scholarships only, Yar Stipendium. And to my greatest surprise, even though I had not got very good, I was not the best, I was selected for this Oberstufe, doing Oberstufe in Iserlohn.
In Iserlohn?
Iserlohn.
Okay.
And that problem was, in those days, stipendium was declared 1 year in advance because entire correspondence took place by auf den Wege der Briefwechsel. And that is how they admitted me on the basis of this to local teachers training course, which I completed with more or less success. And then they started giving me some teaching. That is how some money started coming, because till then I had that very bad conscious I'm giving it in somebody's cost. Though my family always supported me. My brothers had told me, you can learn up to at the age of 40. That is our limit. After that we won't support you. But,
this is absolutely incredible, sir.
Yeah.
Because talking to you is like going through the pages of history where the entire education system was also much more, much different than what it is now.
Not at all.
There was no technology. And I find it, I mean, your incredible sense of humor has always been your strength, and people envy you for that. But I think it is also very important, the names that you took, whether it is Father Leatherley or Professor B.B. Kulkarni, these are the names that are inseparable from the history of German teaching, German learning in Pune.
Very true, very true. And getting support was very important, because no young person, male, would have decided to make career in language teaching. Because my friends asked me, you are giving up job, one job after other job, you want to go begging or what will you do with German? I said, I don't know.
So your dedication for the language and also the language flair.
Yeah.
I mean, you jokingly mentioned many times that you didn't get as many marks as such, but this is exactly the point. Separating marks as performance, the degree of performance, and the actual flair, the actual interest in language and the actual dedication for language, which you had, which you immensely had. And that is the reason why you could take teaching of German in SP College to that level. Because so many teachers have learned under your able guidance. So will you now tell us something about your teaching time in SP College?
I have almost come to that point, because while teaching in National Bhavan, one day while I was taking a walk on Tilak Road, so at that time Tilak Road was the FC road of today. So just to go around and meet people. And also I met Professor Vibhu Prasad. He said in front of SP College, he said, Rajguru, hi Karpesh, what do you do? I am teaching MA external and doing some teaching. He said, where do you teach? I said, good. ते ठीक आहे म्हणले, इथं लिटरेचर तुला केलं पाहिजे. तू MA केला, लिटरेचरचा अभ्यास मला तर चांगला आहे, ते शिकवत राहा तिकडे. पण यू हॅव टू लर्न literature. Without literature, there is no point in learning making career in foreign language. And sir, where can I teach? Go to SP College tomorrow, you will get a job. And his word had so much, weightage. The next day I went there. Professor Mangal Vedekar was the principal. He looked at me and said, "I was शिकवायला." So he was not convinced. But I said, "Who has sent you?" The professor sent me. उद्यापासून ही तुला appointment दिलेली. That much was the, and that's how I landed in SP College. And the rest is history. Humboldt scholars like Saki. So I just knew that I have to do this job. This is my only last chance. And somehow I got very good students. They also encouraged me. I learned from them also. I had but always one Einstachel in the Brooks sozusagen. Ich wollte eigentlich an der Universität arbeiten. Aber das ist wegen diesem oder jenem Grund nicht passiert. But I could teach. I was given honorary jobs visiting lecturer in university. That somehow compensated for me. So that is how my love and my, so to say, life. Because I have spent, I taught at least 38 years in Pune University. Now, but at that time, till I taught, it was just Pune University. So I mention it as a Pune University from that context. I taught certificate courses, all advanced diploma courses, special diploma courses, MA, and translation courses, which I was allowed to design and teach. So that is my university, foreign languages department, my university. So whenever I talk about Pune University, I somehow get emotional. Equally good is the contact with Max Malone. I can't deny it. They have also supported me. That's about.
Can you tell us about the interaction with Germans, either in Pune or Germans in Germany? Because we are aware of your another very enthusiastic program of exchange students. So can you talk about that?
Yeah. I preferred SP College job also because I could undertake so many projects. I have to be honest, I am not capable of doing any research. I was given 2 fellowships by DARA to do research, and that too under one of the greatest sociolinguist, Professor Amon. I did my best, but the problem is I have different interests, and I can't continue living. I don't say that the focus that one needs is not with me. And Ausdauer, I would like to do this and that, and so I wanted to, first of all, 3 things I started, if I may say that.
Yes.
I have always observed, because I taught at Maximilian and all over, SP College, Ranade Institute, that their students need, besides their classroom teaching, academic research, a platform where they can present their efforts. So I decided to form a forum. with the help of my students. And that forum was named Forum Deutsch Pune. And we tried to promote India, Indische und Deutsch-Indisches Deutsch-Indischen Austausch through literature and theatre. So I also translated one story by long story by long narrative by Vijay Tendulkar. It was published in an anthology in Germany, Draupadi Prakashan, in collaboration with Bombay University. And then my students decided that they will enact, in senior, they will make a sketch sort out of it. And so we performed, about 1 hour's play. We performed in Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Vadodara and Delhi. That time Swati was also there. And then we were invited to perform in Ruhrgebiet. Actually, my contact in Ruhrgebiet was my friend Dirk Scholten, Dr. Dirk Scholten. He was along with me, Professor Amon's doctorand. Yeah. So we were together very often, and he helped me to take a team of 12 members to Germany, and our shows were well attended, sometimes as many as 250 students, spectators, because they were in verschiedenen Gymnasien haben aufgeführt. Und dann gab es anschließend Diskussionen mit den Studenten und so weiter. So that was one part, Forum Deutsch. And then my students Ganesh, Subhar Bapat and Nikhil, they decided that under the banner of Forum Deutsch we will conduct one act play competition that has gained quite a lot popularity among students. So that was about. Second thing I wanted to do was I had noticed as only 2 to 3 students get a scholarship. Nowadays it is much more, but in those days it was very, very, very rare to go to Germany and study in Germany. And my experience told me, once the process of learning a foreign language can be complete only when you spend some days, some years, some months in the country where it is spoken. 24/7 exposure was necessary. So together with Dirk Scholten, by then he had formed, he had his own language school, giving different courses, and he is now DAF Fakultät Duisburg Essen. So we decided to conduct a course. Naturally self-paid because, but we kept it at the minimum, as less as possible. The course was of 100 teaching units in 4 weeks, and they lived in their residential accommodation was arranged in a German-speaking family, purely German-speaking family, and who volunteer for that. Yeah, they just got some token money, but who volunteered for that, for an international experience. And that course, and they visited different, so to say, historical places. I mean, some touring riser, so to say, study tours were connected to them, but not regular. Somehow, it was a project-based course. They tackled different themes, and the German language and literature, or history, recent history of Germany, economic Wirtschaft von Deutschland, and so on. Yeah, Neuere Geschichte, Landeskunde, auch. So when we did Wirtschaft, the students visited Howey in Wolfwood. When we did the Geschichte, we visited Museum der Geschichte in Bonn. And politics, when man die deutsche Politik besprochen hat im Kurs, dann haben wir den Bundestag in Berlin besucht. Alles in allem, der Kurs hat immer guten Anklang bekommen. Und wir haben bis jetzt an die 150 Studenten in Deutschland gesagt. Und sie haben nachher, nachdem sie zurückgekommen sind, sehr gute Jobs in Pune bekommen. Und das letzte Projekt, worüber ich sprechen möchte, war, ich wollte in einem kleineren Zentrum in Deutsch, ne, besonders auf dem Lande. Deshalb, damals war Herr Flug, ich denke Herr Flug, der Direktor von mir. So mit seiner Hilfe und meiner Kontakte haben wir in Terwon bei Chipurun in der Schule Deutschunterricht angefangen. Und da lernen auch viele heute noch Deutsch. Und die Studenten werden in Bussen geholt von Nachbarn. Und unsere viele Lehrerinnen haben da geholfen. Ich denke jetzt Arundhati Deshpande. Anuradha Deshpande. Sie macht das. Also side by side on a construction project as a outdoor supervisor. Some colleagues are doing it, and those videos are written for children and clearing them in Germany and explaining to them some scientific concepts. Yeah? For example, driverless car, or very simple things like diabetes, how the values are measured, and it is made in simple language, and we are supposed to do it in Marathi. These interviews werden aufgenommen, auf Marathi aufgenommen und wahrscheinlich auch in Dörfer in Maharashtra verteilt werden. So, das ist aber, ich darf nicht mehr darüber erzählen, weil das noch im Werden ist, und erst wenn das fertig ist, hat es Sinn dazu.
War sehr gut.
Ja, aber so bin ich auch tätig in meinem Ruhestand. Es ist ein großes Problem, was man im Ruhestand tun soll.
Ja.
Ja? Nicht andere quälen.
Ja.
Aber ich bin zum Glück
Sinnvoll
beschäftigt. Ja.
Aber Sie unterrichten auch online, hatte ich gehört.
Ja, ich unterrichte auch online, aber 1:1, ja. Und meine Studenten sind im Ausland. In Zürich sind 2 und in Philadelphia ist eine Frau. Die haben hier Deutsch gelernt, aber der Mann in Zürich hat nicht Deutsch gelernt. Der hat nur so Kauderdeutsch sozusagen, aber ist ein intelligenter Kopf und der möchte es sich in Schweiz niederlassen. Da will er besseres Deutsch. Ja, und so, das ist ein Kurs ohne Programm und das ist auch, was mir gefällt.
Ja, und das zeigt auch, dass Sie dann mit der Technologie auf dem neuesten Stand mitmachen.
Aber nicht sehr flink, aber es geht. Klingt es nicht, so klappert es doch. Ja?
Toll, super.
Okay, danke.
Hat Spaß gemacht.
So, ja, ich denke, ich habe, wenn ich Doktorarbeit etwas Ähnliches gemacht, was in meiner Kraft lag. Ja? Und jetzt versuche ich jetzt auch etwas zu schreiben. Hoffentlich gelingt es mir. Mir wird das gelingen, aber ob Leser das lesen würde, das ist das große Fragezeichen. Aber ja, so viel wollte ich nur sagen. Ja? Und ich bin dankbar in erster Linie alle meine Studenten. Von so einem Lehrer zu lernen ist nicht leicht. Ja. Und meine Frau, die, ja, die dazu gesorgt hat, dass ich diese Freizeit bekomme. Ja, denn ich habe mindestens an einem Tag 3 Zentren unterrichtet. Am College bis 12 Uhr, von 2 Uhr bis 4 Uhr am Rana Institute und abends Maxwell. So, ich hatte Ideen, aber keine Ausdauer und keine Geduld, um durchzuführen. Vielleicht gelingt es mal im nächsten Leben. Aber so wie ich bin, ist das nicht zu schaffen. Davon bin ich überzeugt.
Nein, aber ich glaube, Sie sind genau der Lehrer, der das Wichtigste beibringt, dass man zunächst mal Spaß am Lernen hat. Und dafür sind so viele, auch ich, Ihnen so dankbar. Denn Sie haben uns beigebracht, wie man die Sprache genießen kann, was man dafür machen kann, dass man einfach Freude daran hat. Und diese Freude, der Spaß, dafür sind wir Ihnen sehr dankbar.
Ich ebenfalls.
Und wir freuen uns auf Ihre Memoiren. Die werden wir bestimmt mit Konzentration lesen.
Ja, danke schön, danke. Ja,
Vielen Dank.
Dieses Versprechen hilft schon.
Ja.
Zu Ende zu schreiben. So wie ich bin, weiß ich nicht, ob ich das zu Ende schreibe. Aber deine Worte geben mir Kraft.
Ja. Jetzt haben wir das aufgenommen, das müssen Sie dann auch erfüllen.
Ja.
Damit wir das nächste Interview über das Geschriebene.
Ja, sehr gerne. Ja. Wenn das gelingt, und ich denke, es wird gelingen.
Ja, bestimmt. Vielen Dank. Danke so was.
Danke schön. Und besonderen Dank an Sai.
An Sai.
Ja,
genau. An Sai Kollek.
Ohne Sai wäre es nicht möglich.
Überhaupt nicht. Überhaupt nicht.
So
Vielen Dank, Sai.
Ja, danke schön.
Bitte.